John is not just a talented designer. He seamlessly blends art and technology, bringing innovative concepts to life in ways that captivate and inspire. His work in graphic design showcases his keen eye for detail and his ability to communicate powerful messages through visual mediums. When he's not creating stunning digital artwork, John immerses himself in the world of woodworking. His craftsman's
I'm here to help you get started with your morning. How would you like to begin?
I will start out by Hi, I'm Don of Don's Old Garage and Don's Studio. I'd like to start out by bringing you up to date on what I've been doing during this last year, and I would like to thank Don for getting me started today. Showing just a short clip from Don Old Garage, and then giving you the location on YouTube, so you can view more as you choose before we go on.
Hi, Don's Old Garage. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to tackle this 1933 Chevrolet starter and work at rebuilding it.
Completely restored 33 Chevy wooden top and a shot of the shop itself.
Hi, I'm Cartoon Don. In this section I will introduce you to my violin rebuilding section.
Here you see the top of the violin, several of other parts that I used when I restored the violin that finally came together to make the final instrument.
His passion for building models began as a simple hobby, but it has evolved into a remarkable skill that showcases both his creativity and engineering prowess. Each project starts with meticulous planning, where he sketches designs and
Hi folks, this is Don of Don's Old Garage, and now aircraft hangar as well. The last time you saw me, I was working in my garage this winter when it got down to 20 degrees. I just couldn't do that anymore. So I came upstairs in my studio, and since then, I built an aircraft. Here's one of the ones I'm working on right now. This is a Waco, 1930s Waco aircraft. And the wingspan on this is going to be 70 inches. I've been working on several other planes, and I'll kind of bring you up to date in the next video on what I've been doing and a couple of the other models I've been building. But anyway, I just wanted to give you a quick update. This is what I've been working on probably for the last 2 months. It's a big project. Okay, thanks. Subscribe if you haven't. If you have, thank you so much, and hope to see you next time.
This is the fuselage design for the Waco I just showed you. In this particular illustration, I'm using foam board and bamboo strits to put this together, and I'm also following a technique that my father first showed me when I was young. How do you solve the problem of retractable landing gear for an airplane?
Okay, here's some experimentation using 2 different ball pen types and then the 2 springs of different lengths of the 2 ballpoint pens and inserting them in just a simple ballpoint pen to be the initial strut of the thing. I'm getting a good 1-inch travel. I think this is a good start in making this potential gear. I'll keep you posted. The idea is cheap. I've looked online, and to buy a tricycle landing gear kit for my airplane is over $300. So I'm going the cheap way. Stay posted.
As we transition from the captivating world of radio-controlled models, I'd like to introduce you to an exciting new section focused on 3D design using the SketchUp program. SketchUp is a versatile and user-friendly software that opens up a realm of possibilities for creators of all skill levels. In this section, we will explore the fundamental tools and techniques that make SketchUp
historic toy trucks, Airstream trailers, historic cars, and historic homes, all possible designs. Even the designing of technical parts for mechanical applications, fantasy applications for trips on Mars, reconstructions of historical high schools and important buildings.
Hi, I'd like to introduce to you my design and art section: sculpture, painting, pencil drawing, and etc.
These first sculptures are ceramic and about life-size in nature. This welded metal sculpture is of a raven just taking off into flight. This life-size sculpture in ceramics is entitled The Family. Painting, portrait, hydrangea flowers, pencil drawings. Graphic design, blue jellies, just plain fantasy projects.
Hi, Don. I thought I'd end this video in the art studio. So Don's Old Garage, Airport Hangar, and Artist Studio. Let me turn this around. You can see here's a plan for the next wing on my airplane. And here's the violin that I finished, that I talked about in the video. And bridge construction I've done, some other things. I'm going to go back in the other room here so you can see some of the other aircraft I've got hung up in the studio that I've worked on, and there's the Waco with the lower wing, and over here on my desk is the current painting I'm working on, the goldfish painting. So anyway, kind of bring you up to date on what I was doing. I thought you enjoyed this video, and I'm going to try to give you more videos and keep you up to date as I continue to work. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you got through this far, I think it's a miracle. Subscribe, and we'll talk to you later. Bye. Hi, this is Don of Don's Old Garage. I'm up in my studio in Don's Old Garage. I've talked about my studio. This is where I go in the winter time when it's too cold to work outside, and I work on aircraft models and making aircraft models. And I just want to show you an example of a few of the ones that I've been working on or I've built while I've been inside working. And what I wanted to show you was in this particular edition, there's going to be quite a bit of talking. I apologize for all the talking, but I want you to understand how building airplanes models is like restoring cars. They have a lot of the same challenges and things that you work with, and that's part of the fun. That's why you do this. So anyway, pardon for the talking. There's going to be quite a bit of talking, and then I'm going to show you what the current problem I'm dealing with to show you how, yep, it's just the same kind of process. Anyway, follow along, and if you follow through at the end, I'll give you a word by a big smile or something. Anyway, thanks for watching.